January 3rd. It's a Saturday. On Saturdays, I open the combat gym that I work out at for jiu-jitsu. So I typically hold like some like technique stuff. It's basically just training technique with one or two other guys that I've learned in class along the week or saw on freaking YouTube. So I'm gonna do that, but heading there a little early so I can get a little bit of an arm and shoulder pump. I want to add some volume to my program, mainly because I'm in the first cycle of the routine. So tomorrow is going to be day 5 of the 7-day split, and because the intensity is so low, I just feel like I can get a little more volume in. So going off plan a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Like I'm not going to go hardcore. It's probably just going to be like a 20 to 30 minute arm and shoulder lift, going through the motions, just to kind of get that pump. My big goal is to get bigger and stronger through this new program I'm following. And one of the big things is I want my arms and my legs to grow. The program itself has a lot of leg volume, even for how heavy I'll be going, how high the intensity is going to be throughout the program. So I want to make sure that I'm getting enough work in my arms and even shoulders to make sure that those are going to grow as well, because I want to get stronger just overall, but I'd also like to kind of visit my old bodybuilding days and get a little more size in me. I've really come away from that in the last couple years with my training, where I've really just worked on maintaining, getting stronger, and being a little more athletic. But I miss having the big arms, and so that's going to be one of my focuses, is that I'm going to build my arms back up, I'm going to build my legs, and then we'll just go from there. And I generally have like a pretty solid shoulder and back, so like with all the heavy movement and work with that should either maintain or grow decently well anyway. It's really my limbs, because I'm kind of lengthy. The limbs kind of need a little extra attention to really grow to at least to the size that I want. And yeah, so that's kind of the goal. So today is going to be pretty simple and light, nothing crazy in the lifting category. I mean I might roll a little bit on the jiu-jitsu, so that might bring my intensity up. But honestly, I kind of treat the whole jiu-jitsu stuff as cardio. During like rolls and stuff, I get a little bit of a pump in my arms and shoulders, but it's nothing like lifting, and it's not anything crazy. So I really define it as more of a cardio-based training system. It does take aspects of strength and hypertrophy, just with the constant tension, and you do got to use a little bit of resistance to move and stuff. But generally, it's higher on the cardiovascular system, as in you got quick bursts. Sometimes you got longer durations of trying to basically struggle. So, and I'm really not a big steady state cardio guy. I don't mind going on the occasional run outside, or I really like sprints and stuff, but I just don't like sitting on a bike or a treadmill and going for whatever time limit is. If I need to, I will, but because I have jiu-jitsu for like the cardio based, I'm not too worried about it. I also go on at least 2 to 3 walks a day with my dog. So I got cardio pretty covered generally. I haven't really noticed anything. I haven't really noticed my endurance struggling at all, even in lifts or in jits. So not too worried that way. Not sure. We'll see what I implement. I am bulking right now, so I might need to add a little more cardio just to keep the weight gain at bay a little bit. I want to gain size, but I don't want to gain too much fat. Like I know it's going to happen regardless, but I do want to keep it under wraps as long as I can. And I would like to eat more food. So if I implement cardio, I can eat more food. So that's kind of my thought process on that, is that, well, you can eat more if you put some more work in. So, put some more work in. So cardio might be implemented down the road. The training program I'm on right now is roughly 12 weeks, because it takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks to finish one cycle of the 7-day split, taking in rest days and jiu-jitsu days, because I don't typically lift a whole lot on jiu-jitsu days. I typically use it as like a cardio and training technique day. But days like today, I will lift here and there, but I am going off menu, so I'm not following the actual plan itself. So we'll see how it goes. I might just implement more arms on one of my upper days. So in the plan, I have 3 upper body days, and then I have 3 lower body days, and then I have one day that's kind of like a mix. It's a deadlift day, so I've kind of implemented some upper and some lower movements in there, just because it is deadlift. So we'll see. I might add in some more arms on more arm work on that day. That way, it just, I don't have to do this whole offset thing and feel like I'm not getting enough volume. But I'm also worried about, like, what if I come into the higher intensities and it's too much volume for recovery. So we'll see. I'm kind of gonna judge it as I go. I'm tweaking the program itself as I go. Not like crazy where I'm just changing up the whole exercise and movements, but I am like changing up how I structure it, how I follow it, and also just volume wise. So like that's another reason why I'm taking this first run through sort of light-ish. It's just so I can feel how the progression feels and how the volume feels without going balls out. Because, like, if you're pushing pretty hard, it's hard to determine if I just went too hard, or it is too much volume, or it is too high of an intensity, what have you. So I'm doing this first cycle pretty laid back at like a 3 RIR, and seeing how it feels throughout. And the other one is that, like, what I hit on is that progression. So that's like a huge thing you want to make sure you're paying attention to with programs, is how the workouts, each session, your whole routine, how it progresses together. So like, if you take something simple, say you're doing a push-pull legs or upper lower split or whatever. So say you have like your leg day, and then you have a push-pull legs. So you have your pull day. So say you do your deadlifts on your pull day. So heavy ass deadlifts, a lot of volume. You're basically tanking your back, but you also tank your legs too. Then you have your legs the next day. Say this is how your routine goes, and you find out that your squats take a fucking hit when you deadlift the day before. So that's when you would make a tweak to the progression. So you're either going to add in a rest day, or you're going to change up how you do your training if you have to do it that way. Because maybe your pull day needs to go on the first day, and then you have a push day, and then you have a leg day. See, and then you can also, the easiest thing is doing the whole add in a rest day wherever you want, or a couple rest days. That's always the simplest fix, but not everyone's schedule can do that. So progression always works really well if it feels like it's flowing. So you get better results if you feel like it's a very smooth transition to just, it can come down to the exercises in the workout or the training sessions, the workout sessions day by day. So just something to be mindful of. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to structure everything. So that's pretty much that. All right, so that wraps up today. A pump, a little bit of jiu-jitsu, not too bad. I actually kind of liked it. I liked getting the arm pump before rolling and doing technique. Kind of like, it's a nice way to warm up. And honestly, it's just nice sometimes just to go in and train for a pump. Like, you have no expectation except just getting a pump. And I don't do that enough. My training has really been focused on strength training, explosive work, athletic movement, and a little bit of hypertrophy. But man, especially in arms, like getting a pump in your arms is just like top tier. It's the best feeling ever. So anyway, that's wrapped up. Now I am gonna head home, eat some food, and watch some Fallout.